Hey everyone, welcome to TimeRuns.com. We're going to go ahead and talk about, well, a very interesting movie titled The Purge.
You say interesting. I say, and I don't mean to be racist, but a horrible case of Curious White.
Wow, that came off a little harsh.
Well, understand in horror movies or in scary movies, there's a cliche, and that's one of the and sadly that's one of the cliches. There's always a person. There's always a person. 95% of the time, it's a white person who goes in. They hear something. They see somebody out there, and they gotta go. Ooh, let me help them, or let me go do that. But let's talk about the movie first. We'll get to that.
All right, the premise is actually not that simple. It's really complex, but they don't explain it that well. It's the year 2022. The new founding fathers I don't know, they've made a new thing called the Purge, where it's 12 hours. You can do anything you want. I don't know how bad America got to need that, but it got to that point.
Well, they were saying from what I heard in the movie. From when I heard the movie, they said there was the debt was out of control. I mean,
Yes.
and then there was the market collapse.
Unemployment was
through the roof, and the new founding fathers. They never say who the new founding fathers were, but the new founding fathers get elected, and they decide, hey, you know what? To give people a release of anger and violence, that 12 hours they can do whatever they want, save for a class 10 government official, which we say like congressman and the president. But everyone else is pretty much free game.
Well, didn't they say the what was it, the EMTs and that sort of thing, were they free game also?
No, they were
cops.
No. They weren't available.
Okay.
Everyone's free game except class 10 government officials, which
can't go kill the president.
You can't go kill the president, but you can go down the street and knock off your cop. You can go down the street. Your boss is down the street. You can go knock him off. Which they deal with a little bit about the psychology of it, where humans tend to be violent people at the same time. There was people saying, like it's not for violence per se. Letting that violence is more of population control. Get rid of the poor people, and everyone else has jobs because there's no poor people.
Well, they were also trying to say that in the spirit of it, it's not about killing the poor people per se. It's about, like I said, population control. But they tried to deny that it was killing the poor people. They're like, oh no, it's not just about killing. It's killing whomever you need to kill.
Yeah. Or
just killing a bunch of people randomly. It's about getting rid of some extra burden, because what was it, the economy was amazing, almost everyone had jobs, and unemployment was down to 1%, which is outstanding, except that 12 hours a year people go crazy and kill, and if you're not doing it, if you're not participating in the Purge actively, you're seen as un-American.
The show your participation in the Purge, you have to put out some blue orchids out your store, and that shows you're okay with the Purge going on. If you don't have those blue orchids, I'd have some shotguns available, because people might come knocking on your door. But the movie stars Ethan Hawke. He and his family.
His wife's Lena Headey.
Lena Headey.
Was it Sarah Connor Chronicles, tongue twister, and most recently Game of Thrones, where she plays a horrible person that's a Lannister.
Yeah. So he's a security contractor. He sold the top line security equipment to the whole entire neighborhood. He's pretty well off. He's getting a bonus because he's the top seller. Everything's going peachy keen. His kids are average Joe Bob kids. His son's really creepy about keeping his heart rate and stuff, and spying on people.
He has a watch that monitors his heart rate, and he's constantly doing it. And they never say why. He's just weird. He's smart. We'll give him that. He's smart.
He's smart, but
he's weird.
And then the daughter has a boyfriend who's older than her, and she's not allowed to see him. But push comes to shove, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock rolls around, boom, time for the Purge. They lock down the house, everything's peachy keen.
we won't be specific with a lockdown. We're talking about large sheets of metal, barricading them in. They have bars on the doors. Did they have bars on the windows? I don't think.
Oh no, but the sheets of metal came down through all the windows and doors of the house.
Right, so they're
and then his main door had like bars and stuff on them.
And then they had a panic room too.
A panic room
well,
with a regular door.
It wasn't really a panic. It was like a control center.
Yeah. So
CIC.
So about a couple hours into this thing, everyone's out in a different room, and the son is he's in the control room, and he sees some black guy. I forget who played the black guy.
I forgot also. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff.
He's in a bunch of stuff, but he's running down the street. Help me! They're trying to kill me. And the group of kids hear gunshots and chase, and the kid's faced with a dilemma now. Through the movie, we see the kids. He's having moral issues about the purge and why are we purging and why aren't the parents killing people, and so as the guy's calling out for help, he's having that dilemma, and then he finally opens the door and says, "Come out." And here's what I'm saying: the case of Curious White comes out.
Okay, so he has to disarm the security system. He's in the control room. He's watching the monitors because there's a billion cameras all around the house, and mostly outside. What does he do? He puts the code in, and then lets the guy in. This is a man that's wearing a tattered military jacket. We don't know if it's army or whatever. We'll say army.
Yeah, we'll say army.
And he's covered in blood, and he's saying, "Somebody help me, let me in." Oh, sure, I'll do that. Durr.
Yeah.
So because the kid knows the security code. Why does the kid know the security code? The kid opens it up and then says, come on. The guy, starts to book it when he sees the thing going down because Ethan Hawke is like, no, this is stupid. You're dumb.
He puts the code back in. The doors are coming down. The guy slides and he makes it in time. And then that's when the craziness starts. We don't want to spoil. We're going to spoil stuff for people.
We can say a little this and that, but we'll just make it clear that we'll keep it light on the spoilers because there are some surprises.
There's some surprises,
especially toward the end.
Yeah, there's some surprises, but essentially some creepy teenagers come along, and they want this black guy to kill because he killed one of them they were trying to execute him, and he killed one of their own, and they want this guy, and they give the family a lot of time till their help gets arrived, or they're gonna break in and they're gonna kill everyone.
And when they say their help, they mean people with powerful trucks that will take chains and pull the steel shutters off the house and slaughter everyone.
Still don't know how that works. The physics for that. Steel shutters, if they're completely down. But anyway, overall, it was an okay
Logic.
movie. yeah. But what I wanted more interesting was what caused the purge.
Yeah.
How did the new founding fathers pass this thing into law?
They don't explain it.
They don't explain it. Overall, it was a decent. It wasn't a scary flick as more of it was a suspense thriller. It wasn't like horror movie. It wasn't like The Strangers. Like The Strangers was really like a horror movie. This was more of a suspense thriller. You knew these. You knew.
And also, this is the team that's done Sinister. What else? Insidious.
Yeah.
Some of them have done. They're part of the Saw franchise, and some of those people have come from the Paranormal franchise, Paranormal Activity. So you have a combination of pedigrees there. But this was made to be a low budget, not so gory, scary film. Because gore costs money. I mean, there's some gore. There's, blades used on people. People get shot. There's blood. Someone gets smashed in the face with a shotgun butt. Remember that?
Yeah.
And that was gory and bloody. But it's not like,
It's all practical effects. It wasn't like having to be like, extreme, like Final Destination type deaths.
No.
Or anything like that.
No.
But overall, it was a decent movie. I'd personally give it a 2 out of 5. I mean, it wasn't great. If they'd explained more of the Purge, maybe I got more some background on that, how that was set up, maybe I can give it a 3. I hear they're already making a sequel.
Well, the budget was like, I don't know, less than 10 million, and it made 20 million the first weekend. So it's already made a profit. They throw another 5 or 10 million on it. The next one, it's going to do even better.
So hopefully, like, for the sequel, we get, like, how the Purge began.
Yeah.
That would be a great one. Like, okay, here it is, our first annual Purge. The first annual Purge would be a good one. Set up on how this happened, why the world was the way, why is this world the way it is. The new founding fathers, they've got, like, it's really creepy that way. Like, this whole totalitarian society where the United States government is allowing people to be murdered for 12 hours a night, and, like, just crime rampant. Like, anything goes, and it's, you're like,
yeah.
Like, dude, anything, like
you could go rob a bank. You could burn down a house. It doesn't matter.
Thinking about that, it's just like, wow, if this was to happen right now, like, some of us, we'd be pretty messed up if you didn't own a gun. Well, good thing we're in West Virginia, we'd be okay, but everyone owns a gun here. But
and blade weapons are okay. We gotta say, you're not allowed to take, like, say a tomahawk missile and shoot it into someone's house.
Yeah. They've got weapon grades like Class 4. I would say tomahawk missiles, tanks.
No.
But, like, if you got a automatic weapon, that's good to go.
You got a street sweeper, you can just sweep some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to talk about the shotgun.
Oh,
love the shotgun.
Ethan Hawke is rocking now in his house. He's got guns because just in case of emergencies. He's got this cool, sick pump action shotgun, which he has to handle for the pump action shotgun is at the top. So he's cocking from the top instead of from the bottom, and he's just boom, boom. It was pretty cool, I'm gonna say.
It was gangster.
It's pretty gangster. But one of my major things with the movie is he's got all that, but no tactical gear.
No,
he's a security guy. If I was a security guy, I'd have tac gear. We're talking about some tear gas. Well, I'm going to war just in case.
Nope, none of
that.
Some tasers. Maybe even I don't even know. Just something more. He just had a few guns. He had a really powerful little snub pistol. Just a big revolver with the tiniest little barrel because you're going to get really close. You don't need accuracy, and bam, blow a hole and so on. And let me tell you, he uses it, and someone dies horribly from it. But the violence, is not so bad. The special effects are, like we've been talking about, mostly practical. The obnoxious youngster that leads this like a gang of douchebag wealthy murderers.
He was a grade A class sociopath to the T. Just let us kill him and nothing will happen to you. That and the son.
The son is an idiot.
The son is a complete idiot in this movie. Not only he let this guy in, he's hiding this guy. Hiding him. They're going to kill your family.
Don't go into it too much. The kid is book smart, but he has no common sense. The daughter is similar, but she's braver, and the mother
was useless
pretty much the entire movie. So it's well worth watching, but kind of throw your logic out the window because you're not gonna need it.
It's going to make you think a little bit on of where society's heading and where it could go. Because wow, I mean, if you think about it, we're pretty close to what they were saying happening. Our markets aren't that steady. Unemployment 7.5% right now. So I mean,
it wasn't as bad as the movie. We're talking like RoboCop levels is where they were at.
Yeah, I guess they were talking like complete utter riots in streets and like bread lines and stuff. But it just makes you think about, wow, what would you do that, like release yourself, or could you like control base urges or emotions not to do that? And that's what Ethan Hawke was saying when his son asked him, why don't you do it? He goes, well, we don't need to. This allows people to release, and it was just like, well, I understand that, but at the same time, but you gotta learn to control your It's a good thinking part. I give it a 2. What do you think, Nate?
I'm giving it 2 also. That lack of logic really killed it, and it could use some backstory. It's worth watching. It's not the worst movie of its ilk. It's a decent thriller, so check it out. I hope they make another one, and I hope they put more thought into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Marquise.
I'm Nathan.
This is TimeRush.com. Peace out.